In this week's Blizz Pro Weekly, all of the Blizzard games have been releasing a lot of cool shit, and we're here to talk about it. Hey guys, welcome to the newest episode of Blizz Pro Weekly. As always, I'm your host, Chris the Beard Arnone. We are filming today, June 27th. Let's get straight to it with World of Warcraft.
Here's the beef.
So the long-awaited major patch is finally here. 6.2 has been released for World of Warcraft. Now this is Blizzard's first major content patch since the game, well, the expansion to the game was released in November. Even Blizzard has admitted 6.1 wasn't really much of a major content patch. So instead of getting things like the fucking Twitter integration and selfie cameras, now we have a new raid with Hellfire Citadel and its 13 bosses. The shipyard for your garrison, complete with naval missions, the Tanan Jungle Invasion, mythic dungeons, and time walking. Now with time walking restricted to the weekends, the first one should be happening, well, right now while we're recording. What do you think of this new system that allows you to go back to some of these older dungeons and have them scale to your current level? Also, what do you think of Blizzard time gating this thing to only be open during the weekends? Overall, we want to know your thoughts on 6.2. What do you think so far? Throw that down in the comments. Now for our team, the thoughts are a bit mixed. Some people really like the new raid content, but think that the mythic dungeons are just okay. They think Tanan Jungle is too grindy, but it's better than having nothing to do. Now some think the shipyard is neat, while others are just totally over the whole garrison thing to begin with. So far, the biggest complaint is that Master Plan add-on was broken for a bit, but that's not Blizzard's fault. Overall, the patch feels a lot like a major content patch should feel. It will be interesting to see if this is the last major content patch this expansion, or if we'll see a patch 6.3 before the next expansion. Popular theory, this is all we get until the next expansion, so enjoy it while it lasts. Now let's talk, I know, you're going to be surprised, let's talk StarCraft.
You want a piece of me, boy?
So during E3, we got a bit of information on the upcoming StarCraft 2 expansion, Legacy of the Void. Starting sometime in July, players will be able to pre-purchase the game, and with this pre-purchase will be 3 new single-player missions. Now these missions are meant to be a bridge between Heart of the Swarm and Legacy of the Void. Blizzard is calling them Whispers of Oblivion, and they will feature Zeratul for the first time since Wings of Liberty as he unravels the Zel Naga prophecy. Everyone will be able to access these missions, but those who pre-purchase will get access sooner than everyone else. Now, we do not have an exact date on this. We just know it's happening next month in July. Let's talk some Diablo.
Stay a while and listen.
Things are quiet. Too quiet. In fact, the Diablo team has been so quiet as of late, we were under the assumption they must be working on the next expansion we originally thought would be revealed at Gamescom. However, this week they revealed patch 2.3, which should be hitting the PTR pretty soon. Now, we still believe they are working on another expansion, but with Gamescom about 6 weeks away and no Diablo presence that we can see, it's likely an announcement for the next expansion will be at BlizzCon rather than Gamescom. So what's coming out in the new patch on the PTR? Well, a new zone called Ruins of Sescheron, where you'll unearth mysteries of the barbarians and also claim Kanai's Cube. Now, Kanai's Cube is a new artifact that will be similar to the Herodric Cube from Diablo 2. It will allow you to break down legendary items and equip their special effects as passive skills. Now, the crafting system and adventure mode will be getting overhauls as well. New difficulty modes are incoming, as well as new sets and new legendary items. Needless to say, there's a lot of Diablo content coming out that will have players very excited again to play the game. It will be fun to see what they have planned for the next expansion, given how much already they have been changing Diablo 3 from when it was originally released. So what do you think of this new patch incoming? Throw down your comments, and we love to read them. Let's talk Heroes of the Storm. So the Eternal Conflict PTR started up this past week and will be fully live as a new patch this upcoming Tuesday. Now, with the new patch, we will get a Diablo-themed background called the Eternal Conflict, and a new Diablo hero, the Butcher, which we talked about on the show a couple weeks ago. In roughly 3 weeks, we will be getting Leoric the Skeleton King as a new hero. Now, he is a warrior hero that has an interesting death mechanic, where he becomes a wraith that can move around the map while his death timer is going. So instead of just resurrecting back at his base, he will resurrect wherever his wraith is when the timer ends. Now, the other Diablo hero revealed was the Monk, which is expected to release in roughly 6 weeks. Not a lot of details were given about the Monk, other than he is the first Diablo support character in the game. Now, along with this Diablo theme in Heroes of the Storm, we'll be getting a second Diablo-themed battleground, which has not yet been revealed. Now, last but not least, during this event, players will be granted a daily quest to kill the Treasure Goblin at the beginning of the map. And when a death to him occurs, the entire team gets awarded 100 gold for finishing this quest. Now, we're really excited about the new Diablo theme and the new battleground. For this information and thoughts on this, definitely check out the Heroes Power Hour, which records live on BlizzPro's Twitch channel every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. Now, as part of the Heroes launch event, there was a 100% XP bonus. However, Blizzard accidentally ended it a day early in the North America region. To make up for this mistake, Blizzard is adding another 100% bonus starting Thursday, July 2nd, ending Sunday, July 6th in the North America region. So if you're out celebrating America that weekend, you can also hop on Heroes and quickly level up to get to level 5 to get some extra gold. Let's talk some Hearthstone.
Pull up a chair by the heart.
So we didn't have a show last week, so we did not get to talk about the new feature that came out in Hearthstone called Tavern Brawls, though I'm sure, like me, you have played them many times. Tavern Brawls are this really super casual, crazy fun mode that you can play for about 5 days a week. Each week it is a different challenge. So the first week we got to see Nefarian versus Ragnaros. You go in there, it randomly gave you one, your opponent the other, with pre-made decks. Nefarian would start with 5 mana, had the hero ability that allowed him to get a random spell for 2 mana that would then cost nothing to cast. Ragnaros had a weapon that would eventually break and expose his true hero power to do 8 damage to a random enemy. Nefarian was more of an aggro deck, while Ragnaros was more control-oriented. I know there was a lot of bitching and moaning online that these were unbalanced, and yeah, it was a little unbalanced, but if you knew what you were doing, it was a lot closer than people were making it out to be. This week, you got to actually build your own deck, and the special mechanic is whenever a minion dies, its controller gets a banana. Now, these bananas are all 1 mana, and they do things like +1/+1, +2/+2, do 1 damage, or even swap the attack and health of a minion. By winning the first game each week, you are awarded a classic pack. These games also count toward finishing quests as well, so getting, like your 10 gold for every 3 wins and all that other stuff, that can be gotten out of Tavern Brawl. Now, many on BlizzPro have found Tavern Brawls to be completely refreshing in the game, especially for players who really just don't like to play in ranked mode. So, how have you been liking the Tavern Brawls so far? Is it something you're glad Blizzard added? Do you wish they'd done something a little differently? Let us know in the comments. So that does it for Hearthstone and our video this week. Subscribe right here on YouTube, iTunes, give us a thumbs up, a star rating, all that good stuff. You want to check out BlizzPro TV, listen and subscribe to all of our shows. We got the West March Workshop, Heroes Power Hour, Hearthstone Power Hour, all kinds of good stuff there. Me, I'm all over the internet, Twitter, Facebook. I'm a Goodreads author. My first book, The Lost and Broken Realm, is available online pretty much everywhere. I'm also a contributor for BookRiot.com and Panels.net. If you have a question, email us at askthebeard@blizzpro.com. And of course, check out blizzpro.com. It's got all the news, reviews, interviews, everything you need to know about Blizzard Entertainment games. Stay beardy, my friends.